Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Look, 180. 52. No chance.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. Check.
They'll try the left side. Swift looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming for you, son. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. He can't hang. Yeah, which wall? Watch out. Big end. Hey, 5. 3. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 31.
Gone. Eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I'm going to hit you all.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Yellow, time to go, lady.
Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Yellow, on the line, right? Yellow. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on, come on. Watch 36, 36 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike, 36. Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Slam, 15.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Yellow. Shoot. Check 24, check 24.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Delta. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch 36.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. We're scoreless after 1. second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Come on, 80. 15. Come on, D. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, taller. 7. Check 37. Hatchet. Here we go. Finish the game.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Come off the ball.
Now a give, right side. Grant. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Let's get in there. 6 guys. Ribble. 18. 2, fellas, let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53. Mike, 53. Get that quarterback. Bang, 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 bang. Value 3. Mike. Let's go, D. Shit.
They'll try the left side. Swift. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Cut. 180. We go. 76. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Let's run.
Throwing on third. Gone. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number one that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Watch. Yellow. Get in the weight room. Show it up. Yo, go. Twist. Check nine. Echo.
On first down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Get wide. Out. Check. Fresno.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
We go tonight. 20. 6-man. Check girls. Check. Kill. Check 53. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the 31, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch, switch. Four now. Crunch, crunch.
Third and long. It's gone. It'll buy some time right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Keanu Neal. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Fight on these two, fight on these two. Yellow. Screen, watch the screen. Watch 36, 36. Track. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Kill, kill, kill. Check 13. Check 13.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, it's Grant. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Tighten up. Easy. Check.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Hey, kill. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You touch.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll try the left side. Swift, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I know you felt that one.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hold on. Check.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Ric Flair.
They'll try and run for it. And now look at him go. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. Second down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mike. Yellow. I'm the blue lady. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Attack, attack. Check 55. Exit. Check 55 to Mike. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Okay.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Watch the run. Yellow. Watch the run. SOS. Let's get it now. Let's get it right now.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, pick your game up. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, check Mike. Attack. Watch the run. Check your hot read. Stay at home.
Here's Grant. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
It's just me and you.
Hey, Sunday.
Watch 36 to Mike. Ricky.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
36 to Mike.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Watch 30. 15. Woo! Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is caught. He hits more. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Grant. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Maurice Hurst. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check it back. Check it. Alpha. 36 to Mike. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Shift. Watch the shift. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Yellow.
Check. Watch the edge. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
2 for 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hell, you won.
Right back to him on first down. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Mike, 53. Hell, you threes.
Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Strong, 55 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown, now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On first down, Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 16-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So this one in the win column for Kansas.